This morning, we're talking about the importance of kidney transplants and some of the disparities that exist. And joining us this morning to talk a little bit about this, we have Marcus Edwards. He actually got a kidney transplant a little over a year ago and is doing well, thankfully. And we also have Leanne Saylor. She's with Mulligan's Living Kidney Donors. Thank you both for being here. We recognize your face, sir, from a viral photo. I don't know if a lot of folks maybe will, once they see it, will remember, but you actually held a sign up during a game and said, basically, I'm looking for a donor, and put your phone number up. Tell me a little bit about that.
Thanks to my wife, we went to the Bears game. You know, it's just like something to just kind of ease the stress we've been going through since my kidney failure. And we got to the sign, and the mascot, Staley Bear, he had the booth said, "Make your fan sign." And I didn't even think. I just grabbed the markers and I wrote, "I need a kidney," and my blood type, my phone number. And my wife was looking over my shoulders, and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm making a sign." And she said, "You gonna hold that up?" I told her, "Every chance I get." You know, and that was one of the biggest things I've ever done in my life.
Wow. And through Marcus's efforts and meeting him, you've learned a lot about the disparities that exist, especially when it comes to the African-American community. Can you tell me some of what you've learned?
Over the past 10 years, I started out just trying to find living kidney donors for people. In that process, I've learned that it affects certain communities more so than it does others. Basically, the African-American community, they have a 30% more of a chance. There's 30% of the people on the wait list for an organ are African-Americans. So Marcus has joined my coalition. He is really become versed on the different things that they face, that African-Americans, Hispanics, and minority communities as well. So, you know, there's just a lot of different things: genetics, food, lack of education on the health care for diabetes and things like that. I'll let Marcus.
Marcus, I want you to speak to that and also what we can do to try to bridge this gap.
So the education of the kidney dialysis is not trickled down as much to the African American community. You know, you're told during kidney failure and dialysis will save your life. And then until you inquire about the different things you can do, maybe home dialysis, which is a lot better on your body, you know what I'm saying, or living transplant. You know, I didn't know until I asked that I could go out and find someone on my own and receive a kidney. So a lot of that information I trickled down. It's been said that, you know, the African American community has been told that, you know, a transplant won't help you. You know, the medical issues as far as insurance, you know, a lot of, you know, the lower income based communities in the African American community doesn't have the insurance that will cover these. So a lot of times the insurance will cover a Band-Aid. You know, we'll cover dialysis for 20 years. But the cost of a transplant, you know, it might not be fit for you. And like I said, genetics.
Leanne, add to that, what can we do? If someone's watching this at home thinking, what can I do? How can we help?
Well, it's the same things that the white community are facing as well. We're not told about the option of a transplant. We were like Marcus. No one told us. I went to the Mayo Clinic when it was my husband. That's where we were set on our path to find a living kidney donor. I believe it starts with education. We have to get down to the communities where these people are in dialysis centers and haven't even been told that there is a possibility of a transplant. Not everybody qualifies, but a lot of them do.
Really important
and then the education also. If you have high blood pressure, it's untreated. You need to know about that, because if you get that early, catch that early enough, you may never get to where you need a transplant. So it's education. We've got to get down to that community and really, really
Thank you both for being here. We really appreciate it. You're doing well?
Doing great.
You look good.
Thank you.
You never look better. All right, we'll send it back over to you.